Hello listeners, welcome to this course Basics of Automobiles, and our today's lecture is Vehicle Construction. So in the previous lecture we have studied about engine classifications. We have studied in detail about different classification and types of engine and CI versus SI engines, compressed ignition engine as well as spark ignition engines, and how the two-stroke and the four-stroke engine works. So different working out different internal combustion engine. So moving to the next slide. So our main objective of this lecture is define the most important parts of the vehicle. So different parts of the vehicles, explain body design and frame variation. So we will study the body of the vehicle as well as frame of the vehicle. Compare unibody and body over frames constructions. So there are two type of body. We will study unibody as well as body over frame constructions. Also we will study identify the major structural parts, section and assembly of body over frame vehicles. We will identify the major structural parts, section, assemblies of unibody vehicles. And in last we summarize how to classify vehicles by body, engine, drivetrain, configuration, etc. Now moving to next slide. So now coming to the introduction part. So vehicle construction refers to how a vehicle is made. So it's manufacturing or different parts of the vehicles. So vehicles are basically a maze of interacting mechanical and electrical system. So you have seen the vehicles, all the parts are a combination of mechanical and electrical system. So over 15,000 parts are used in a typical vehicle. So you can imagine that over 15,000 parts have been used in the vehicle. So how complicated it is, and damage to one part of the vehicle can affect the operation of another part of the vehicle that may be related or unrelated. Different type of constructions require different methods. Repair frame, unibody damage. So now coming to the vehicle construction. So there are different terminology that are used in vehicle constructions like part or component. It's referred to the smallest unit of a vehicle. Whenever you heard an assembly, we used to is a combination of several parts to that fit together. So we call it as assembly. And panel refers to large removable body parts, whereas pan refers to a flow related component. And chassis is an important part. It includes everything under the body consisting of the mechanical component systems that support and power the car. So here you can see these two diagrams are there. Here there is full frame body and unit body. So full frame body, body over frame vehicles have separated body and chassis compartments bolted to the frame. Full frame vehicle is heavier. High amount of energy are absorbed by the frame in a collision. Torque boxes allow some twisting to absorb load and shock and collision impact. Also, the cross member extends sideways across the frame rail to support the engine, suspension, and chassis. Full or partial frame construction is used on most full-size and some small pickup trucks. So, in this frame also, it's a independent separate part. And perimeter frame has a frame rail near the outside of the vehicle and is most common used. So we are coming to the unibody construction. In this unibody construction uses body parts that are welded and bolted together. It uses lighter, thinner and high strength steel alloys. Body cell in this body cell in unibody. The body cell is formed by welding sheet metals into a box or egg-like configuration. Here the strength is achieved through shape and design instead of mass and weight. So these two are the diagrams. Here you can see frame over body and unibody. So unibody, here you can see this diagram, frame over body, unibody. So unibody is like single body and frame over body is, it's like frame will be mounted over the body. So in majority of the part what we are using, so this one unibody is type of construction that is mostly used in the car. So now coming to the space frame. So here is this diagram. You can see this is the diagram of the suspension and the braking system here. They are bolted together to the body of the vehicles with unitized construction. You can see this is known as cradle, this is coil spring, this is known as up to here control arm for controlling purpose. This is known as body. This is strut. Here this is the red one. This is brake caliper, and this is uh, brake disc for mounted over the wheel. So basically, what is the space frame? So space frame, the space frame vehicle has a you can say that metal body structures covered with an outer skin of plastics or composite panels, and a roof and quarter panels may be attached with mechanical fastener or adhesives. So after a collision, a space frame is more likely to have hidden damage or damage corrosion. So these support members are bolted to uniform or unibody bottoms. So it's needed a high stress area to reduce the body flex. So now coming to the next slide. So now coming to the different joining parts. Here you can see in this diagrams. So this is space frame constructions. Composite plastics fastens to a metal inner body structure. Composite panel can be made flexible to resist loadings and small dent. Here you can see this is the truck lid. This is the roof panel. This is hood. This is known as grill. This is front bumper. This is known as fender. This is rocket panel skin. This is quarter panel, and this is rear bumper. So if we talk about the joining parts, then their fastened parts are held together with fasteners, and welded parts are permanently joined by welding. So what is the difference between fastener and weldings? Welding is permanently. They are joined means by melting the metals. So they are known as welding. Whereas fastener, they may be permanent or temporary because they are like nut and bolts. So they are like fasteners. And press fit or synapses parts use clips or an interface to fit parts together. And also the adhesive bonded parts usually high strength epoxy or special glue to hold part together. And composite uniform body is or unibody you can say is made of plastic and other materials. It used to keeping the metal parts to a minimum cuts and weight while increasing the strength and performance. So this is about these joining parts. So now coming to the next slide. Now, when coming to the major body section, this vehicle is divided into three sections: front we can say, central or rear. So the front section include everything between the front bumper and the firewalls, whereas the center section or mid section includes body part that are from passenger compartments, whereas rear section, also called a tail sections, is the last part. And we have initially we have discussed the terminology. So panel we have discussed is the stem steel or molded plastic sheets that form a body parts. When panel are joined together with other components, the result is known as assembly. So here in India what we are using, left side is passenger side and right side is steering side, but whereas in America it is opposite, left side is steering side and right side is passenger side. So in the front section part you can see this is the diagram. So cowl is used, cowl is near the rear of this, you can see this diagram. Cowl is near rear of the front section, right in front of the windshields. Shock tower or strut tower are reinforced body areas for holding upper part of suspension. Here this dash panel or firewall you can say is panel dividing front and center section, whereas bumper assembly bolts to front frame, horns or rails to absorb minor impact that are acting. So these are the different parts. This is shock absorber, this blue part, and this is the frame rail, blue. This is the fender apron, and this is engine cradle, and this is known as cowl. This is the top view of the unit body constructions. Shows how structure members are added to support the engine suspension and other mechanical system. So now coming to the next slide. So this is the center section part. Here you can see that these are the door and these are the iron rods, sorry, steel rods that are used in the beam. So inside this frame. So these are usually used for the side impact to protect the pupil if you have collision and side impact is there. So to prevent the pupil that is sitting inside this vehicle, So this door, so they are having this steel rods. So these are the few references that should be mentioned. Thank you everyone for attending this lecture. Thank you.